Who's that in there? Do you see her? It's you. Hello everyone, my name is Katie Carson. This is my daughter Lily. Welcome back to Royalty Soaps, our family channel. Even though I'm the only one that ever does anything on it. So before we begin the video, I just wanted to tell you guys that we are having a site-wide sale over at royaltysoaps.com. Pretty much every year I do some sort of like a sale over there for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that sort of thing, and it's always the biggest sale of the year, but this is like the biggest sale I've ever done like in the history of Royalty Soaps. It's 30% off your entire order, there's no minimum requirement, it's open for international people, it applies to all the artisan soaps that are left, and it's only running for 24 hours. So if you are interested in getting soaps and Royalty Soaps products, then now would be the time to do that. I need to sneeze so bad and it's just not happening. Also wanted to remind you guys that my Ebates giveaway is still live. You can win a $100 gift card. But also you should definitely shop with Ebates this weekend for, again, Cyber Monday, Black Friday, all that sort of stuff, because like I said before, almost everything is double. I did all my shopping yesterday, and at Ulta and Sephora it was like 10% off, plus all the other deals that were already going. It saved me a boodle of money. They've got it for Anthropology, they've got it for Etsy, I mean like just everything. So if you want to sign up for Ebates, my link and stuff is down below in the description box, and then once you sign up, you might as well enter the giveaway. Who doesn't want $100, you know what I'm saying? This soap was actually inspired by Frozen. That was the first time that I made it, was the year that Frozen came out. I had a lot of people requesting a Frozen soap. I ended up making the original one that we called Ice Castle in summertime. And then a lot of people were like, hey, that's a very wintry type soap. You should make that in winter too. And then it's kind of just become a tradition since then. It's one of my favorites. It's very, very colorful. It's very icy. It smells very minty. So it's very good for lots and lots and lots of different people. And I hope you enjoy. So without further ado, let's make some soap. We are going to start mixing up the base first, per usual. In this container, I have sodium hydroxide mixed with distilled water. And in this container, I have my 5 base oils. I'm gently going to pour the lye water solution down the stick blender, and then we are going to blend just past emulsification. That being done, I'm gonna scrape off the stick blender. We're going to have 3 accent colors today, and they're all going to be different shades of blue. The first color is going to be Baby Blue from Nurture Soap. The next one is Midnight Blue Crystal Mica, also from Nurture Soap. And finally, we have Blue Tide from Mad Micas. Into the container with Blue Tide, I've added a little bit of titanium dioxide, and then I'm adding the rest of it into the large container. Now let's blend up the colors, and then we'll mix in the fragrance oil. When you use small cups like this for soap making, you always have to go in after and make sure that all the sides are scraped down and that the color is super duper incorporated, because sometimes the stick blender has a hard time getting around the sides and onto the very bottom. Now this year, we're going to be using Sparkling Snowflake Fragrance Oil. This is from Crafter's Choice and sold by Wholesale Supplies Plus. In the past, I used a fragrance oil called Winter Garden, and that was from Nature's Garden Candles, but either they were out of stock when I was shopping or they don't carry that anymore, which makes me sad because it was really good. But this had rave reviews, and it's a wonderful blend of sort of an icy pine outdoor smell mixed with a sparkly, citrusy, fruity smell. So it really, really does sort of encapsulate the idea of a falling snowflake. And while people said it performed great in their cold process soap, I'm always wary when using a new fragrance oil, so I like to blend it in by hand just to eliminate any acceleration if I can. Now there are going to be some fragrance oils out there, it doesn't matter what you blend it with, as soon as it hits your soap, it turns into soap on a stick. But that is not what was reported for this soap. Alright, I totally spilled a whole bunch of that on my hand and on the table. Well, that proved to be, you know, only slightly messier than I anticipated. Okay, fragrance is blended in, so let's start pouring into our molds. Got my 2 brambleberry molds, so we're gonna start by pouring in about halfway up with the white. All right, we're gonna start with that turquoise color. This is gonna be a chunky drop swirl. We're gonna go up and down, and then we're gonna come in with that dark blue. Do the same with this. Go down the middle an extra time there, sort of break up the pattern. Come in with the baby blue, pour it down the middle, and then one side. Do a little more white down the center and on both sides. All right, do one down the middle, turquoise again, or, you know, basically down the middle. One down the side for the blue, one down the other side for the baby blue, right down here. And now I'm gonna start scraping out my containers. Oh my gosh, like as I've been making this, it wasn't very strong when I smelled it out of the bottle, but it blossomed in this soap. It smells so good now. Very clean. Pretty sure anybody would like this fragrance. Definitely not a foodie one, a fresh one more like. This is going to take me a while, so I'm gonna finish scraping out my containers, and then we will be back to whip up the soap frosting. I have here the Royalty Soaps piping set with a tip that I got on Amazon. I think the tip looks kind of like a snowflake, and with this blue color, well, it just looks even more like a snowflake. Normally, I do the soap frosting for the soap a white color, but I decided to change it up. Use this light blue. And the first time I ever made this soap, y'all are never gonna believe this, it was the year Frozen came out, and it was kind of inspired by Elsa's castle that she builds, and all the little girls were just delighted. I don't know if little girls still like Frozen or if that's, you know, old news or whatever, but and this soap is very reminiscent of past soaps I made, especially when it comes to the amount of embeds and glitter and all sorts of stuff on top. Like, my older soaps had a lot more of basically just everything going on. So that's what this one is going to have. Lots of glitter, lots of embeds. It's gonna be a little bit extra. I just ate a popsicle while I was waiting for my soap frosting to set up because I have a little bit of a sore throat and I thought it would help. And it just reminded me of all the popsicles I ate as a kid, and I don't know why we as adults don't just buy popsicles for ourselves anymore. All the soap frosting is on, so I'm gonna start with some glitters. This first one is some Snowflake Sparkle from Nurture Soap. We're just gonna give it a generous lashing here on top, just to get the sparkles going. Then I'm gonna take a tiny bit of biodegradable teal glitter. I'm gonna put that mostly on the edges of the soap. Then we're gonna take some large hollow silver glitter. I'm gonna put that on there as well, put that all over. Yes, it is starting to look nice and sparkly. And now we're gonna add some little mini soap gumball embeds. They come in about 3 different shades, from a mint to sort of a baby blue color. I'm not gonna go in any particular order with these. I'm just gonna place them in as they come out of my hand. And the next piece we're putting on are these glycerin soap snowflakes. You guys, I've been on the hunt for a snowflake mold that actually created details like this, but that the glycerin soap could actually like wedge its way into the cracks. I finally found it. They are dirt cheap on Amazon. We've got lots of different shades and colors on here, so I'm just gonna place them once again randomly on these soaps. Every bar will have at least 2 snowflakes on it, and I'm gonna make those little details stand out even more once I spritz it with rubbing alcohol and put a little bit more of the sparkles on top. Okay, I've had to be slightly more strategic with the placing of the snowflakes because some of them are so big that they don't sit next to each other comfortably, so now I'm spacing out the big ones and putting smaller ones in between them. All right, I'm gonna do my first spritz with rubbing alcohol. Then I'm gonna go by and I'm gonna spritz all the little snowflakes. All of the snowflakes have been spritzed now, so I'm gonna spray it once more with rubbing alcohol. And we're gonna add on some super chunky turquoise bio glitter. This is from Fizz Fairy. Just sprinkle that on. I have a little bit on a popsicle stick. Put on one more round of the biodegradable holographic glitter. One more round of rubbing alcohol. And that's it. We're done. We are back the next day to cut the Winter Wonderland soap. I'm so happy. It didn't discolor at all. It looks really pretty. I'm gonna turn it on its side because this piping is really, really tall. That's all aligned, so I'm gonna press down gently. I'll take this one out of the middle. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Here's the baby blue, here's the dark blue, and here's the teal color that matches the frosting. And then of course we have the little soap gum ball. We have the 2 very, very lovely, very special snowflakes, and a ton of glitter. I keep breathing in to get a whiff of the soap. It's so good. It honestly smells kind of magical, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, it has that pine smell in there, but it also has a little bit of something sweet. I don't know. The question of the day is, does it snow where you live on Christmas Eve every year? For me, it happened one time in my entire life. I will never forget it as long as I live. I would so love for Lily to get to see snow this year. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment down below. Don't forget that Royalty Soaps is having a 33% off sale today. And also to sign up for Ebates so that you can save yourself a lot of money when you're doing your Christmas shopping this weekend. Also, very soon I'm gonna be doing an Instagram giveaway on both of my Instagrams. So on the Royalty Soaps Instagram and also on the Katie Carson Instagram. They're gonna be for 2 different things. Of course, for soap, it's gonna be soap related. And then it's gonna be a little more general on my personal one. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, whether that is wrapping up your holiday shopping stress-free because you're sitting on your couch in your pajamas and you don't have to worry about like being trampled on in Walmart, or taking a break from consumerism altogether and just chilling out by yourself. Either way, do something that makes you happy, and I will see you guys Wednesday. Bye for now. Meow.